Alright, so here's where we left off yesterday. This is where I left off putting some pictures out for y'all. That's what we got. And today, I unwrapped it and moved everything around to try and place it on the map. I know there's a Pack Islands, but I didn't try that because I wanted to just see if I could do it myself. Probably be better if I did Pack Islands, maybe. And then I saved the UV here. I just exported it. But I know that I have to also do something after I do the whole chain. I believe that I have to transfer this UV onto all the other pieces. So, but we're not there yet. Right now, we are gonna go back into object mode, I think, first, and put a gem on it. So we can do the little things in there. So, I believe that I need to have this up and down, but that's not the way. There we go. There's the top. Alright, unhighlight that. We'll do one of these. How about a brilliant diamond? That kind of looks pretty. I don't know that we need to adjust any of this, but I do know that I'm going to take the whole bottom part off of this because we don't really need those vertices because you're not going to see them. Alright, so we're going to hide this one. That I renamed it the Redone Cuban chain. We're going to do one of these. Go into invisible mode so we can see everything. Let's see, go back into edit mode. We will box select all of this stuff and then just get rid of it. Yeah. That's going to get rid of the whole bottom half. Okay. X. We're on faces, so delete faces. Now that's going to leave just that. That's not too bad. And then that leaves us with 144 vertices instead of... Yep. Okay. So, now, we'll put this back. And we're going to do one of these. And we're going to make this smaller. So, stretch. Because we want it to go over here. So, grab it, move it this way. And it looks like it's underneath. So, we're going to flip that up. Where is it? Oh, I bet you it's inside somewhere. Alright, so they told me how to find something that's inside something else. So, but we're going to do it like this. Hide that. We're going to do it the easy way. We're going to raise this up a little bit. That's the Z-axis, so we're going to raise it on the Z-axis. G, Z. Oh, I don't think I did that right. Nope, I didn't do that right. So, Control Z, back. No, I didn't, because I didn't have all the pieces. Okay, so back into X-ray mode. Dun, dun, dun. We're going to get everything. G, Z. We're going to move it up there. And then we're going to go back into this one. And we're going to unhide this guy. And then we'll see all this. And I feel like this line here is where it goes. So, we're going to G again and down to that line. And then we'll see what it looks like. That looks right. Alright, so now I'm just going to spread all those around in different directions and make it look nice. And then, and first, I'm going to go into there so it's top orthographic, so it moves straight instead of moving like into, you know. Shift D to copy. We're going to move one down here. Shift D to copy. And we're going to grab it and move it. Oh, nope, I didn't do that right. Shift D to copy. There it is. And we're going to do a few in the middle. And then we'll do some Shift D and some smaller ones. Oh, I don't know what I did there. Okay, I guess we're going to have to hit it like that. Yeah, because it does not want to grab all that stuff unless we're invisible. Okay, so now we're going to go back to this. And we're going to do a Shift D. And it still didn't do it. The whole thing is did good. Everything is highlighted underneath. So why is it doing that now? See, these are the kind of problems that I run into that I'm begging you guys to help me overcome without just giving up, because this stuff is annoying, right? So Shift D to copy, and then we're going to put it down here, and then we're going to Shift D to copy again, and we're going to put another one there, and then we're going to try and make the smaller ones. Shift D, and we'll make that smaller. And we're going to move it over here. And we'll Shift D and move another one over here. See? Why is it doing that? Why? I did the same thing I did before. G to move. And then we're going to Shift D and a move. You know what I think I need to do also? I think another thing I'm going to do real quick, so I can see this better, I'm going to go into layout and I'm going to give that gold link some color. We'll give it a material. And I'm not going to give it a really, you know, like a special material yet, because, I mean, I could, but I don't think I'm that far yet. And I don't want to get that far into it and then it be not right, and then have to, and it looks so pretty again like it did last time. But that will give it some color, so I can at least see where the edges are. And you know what I might even do, just because I can, if I go into edit mode and I highlight that base, let's see, Shift, Alt, oh no, I want to do just the inside faces here. Shift, see that's doing too many, but if I do it like this, I'll at least be able to see where the edges go. And this is just going to be temporary, because this is the way my brain works, right? This is how... And look, if you do C for circle, you can also make it very small and just do those little things without having to... see? And if you don't do it in a rush like I do, escape before you can move it around. If you don't do it in a rush like I do, that's exactly why I don't actually do that. That's why I just click, 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 because I always get things unclicked, if you know what I mean. So things might take me a little bit longer just because I do it this way. I do it the long way, because if I don't do it the long way, something will mess up and then I'll have to start over. That's my feeling. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another material just to make that a different color on the inside edge, just so I can see. And that should be purple on the inside, but of course it's not. Assign. There it goes. No. Don't forget to hit assign. Okay, now I know where my edges are. See? Look at that. And then I can just minus that material back off later. I'm not the greatest teacher, you guys. I'm still learning myself, but I feel like if I'm talking to y'all, it helps me some. Alright, so let me go back into the top orthographic again. And let me go back to one of these smaller gems. And I'm not really sure why they're all one, but if you go into... Okay, well they're going to stay all together, but there's only one highlighted when I go back into object mode, or edit mode. Alright, so copy, hit enter, G to move it around, Shift D, I'm not really placing these yet. I'm just going to make a bunch of them first, because this will be easier for me to do it this way, and then I can see how many I have, and I can make them smaller and bigger, and all that kind of stuff. So we're just Shift D to copy on all of them, and then we're going to do a couple of extras, and probably squeeze them in here somewhere. Shift D to copy again, make sure your cursor is on the thing. Okay. So, and now what I'm going to do... nope, that's not what I want it to do. Maybe I want to do it in here. Alright, hold on to that. Go back to edit mode. Select all. And then I want to... I have this habit of forgetting what I'm doing here. Separate. So P separate by loose parts. So that makes them all separate when I go back into object mode, and I can do them one at a time. Okay. So, and what I want to do is I want to do these two smaller. Now, you see how they're going towards the origin point? That's okay. Because I don't know how to stop that, but I'm just going to move them back. And I know that they need to be raised, so we're going to go up again like this. And we're going to look at it and see how that's going. And it looks like they might need to go down just a little bit into the gold. Yeah, see? As long as they're separate, you can adjust all of them. And I know, long process, but this is the way it works. If you want it to look nice, this is what you're going to be doing. Unless some of y'all can tell me a better, faster way to make things even. Because I'm like such a perfectionist. And if it ain't nice, I'm really not going to want it. See? And if I'm not on the right thing, I won't see it right. See? So, we're going to go to the Y. We're going to bring it down. And we know it don't go too much further than that. And I don't know why I'm really doing it this way. Because, I don't know, something happened. This wasn't the way I did it the last time. So, also, do you see how if I don't specify where for it to move to, which axis for it to move to, then it'll just go all over the place? Now, if I go G and Z, it'll only go up and down, right? Which is kind of what I needed. And so if I go G and whatever, then if I don't push anything, it just goes like that. But I want these over here, and I'm not on a specific axis, so I'm going to leave them like that for now. Now I'm going to go back to a specific axis so I can arrange things. Because, now, if you're on a specific axis, it won't go up and down, I don't think. Yeah, it'll only stay, it'll only move where you put it, right? So if we're doing this on a specific axis, then it's okay. And I'm just shifting and copying again because shifty, copy, and move things around because I feel like I need something there, and then I'm going to need this over here, And I've seen a lot of videos of people doing this, and they are not as specific as I am on where I want my gems, but I don't know, that's just a thing with me. I really... G on the Z axis. See, I can't even move it on the Z axis because I'm actually not facing that way. Oh, there it is. Okay. I had to move my cursor a whole weird way to get it to do that. Okay, so here's what we're doing. We got some things that are not down in there. And we're going to G and grab and Z those down in. Because that is the up and down. See, there's another one. GZ. Oh. GZ. Why is it not moving? G. Z. There it goes. G. Z. G. Z. G. Z. It really does help me to be talking to someone like this. Even though I'm really not talking to someone. And if anybody wants to teach me how to do lives, that would be great too. Because I would totally sit here and just talk to y'all and talk to y'all and talk to y'all while I'm doing this. It's nice to have people to talk to while you're working, you know? This is not coming out as great as it did last time, that's for sure. So I feel like, let's move this one out of the way. We'll put these here. Oh. Shift D. And we'll move that one out of the way. And we'll Shift D to copy these. And we'll move them over here. Shift D for another one. Not on the right axis. GZ, because they're not in the thing. GZ, get them down in there. There we go, GZ. They're already in there. Okay, so now we're going. Look, if you highlight one of those, it'll, and then hit the period button on your number pad, it will direct you straight towards the one that's highlighted so you don't get all uneven and confused. If you do, that's a good way to get yourself back. GZ on the Z, G, move them over. People are probably going to be like, what are you doing? Why? Why so much attention to detail? I can't help myself. That's all. I just can't help myself. I have to have attention to detail. Now see, if I looked at the other one, that's not the ones I wanted to look at either. The Cuban gem necklace. The Cuban, the gems, and the necklace. Watch. Period on the numpad to bring myself to it. This is what it did look like. And I've got way more than that now. So I need to make a picture. And actually, those are a different gem as well. So I had... Okay. I need to take a little picture of that. Screenshot it so I can have it up. So I can kind of see what I did before. There we go. And I'm just going to leave that right there for now. And then we're going to hide this again. And we're going to go back to this one. See, I will never get this to be the same again as it was.